Hello. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in. Oh, shit. Hey, Ben. Hello, 68K. Uh, yeah, I hope you're doing well. Hello, everybody else out there. Good evening, good afternoon. Hello, Drusiform. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've done an art stream. Oh, hey, Chris. Good day to you as well. Excellent use of the emotes. Yeah, I've got kind of a queue of some new Gurploids that I would like to work on live on stream. I also haven't wrangled. Okay, actually, I feel like the music is probably a little bit too loud. Let me know if that's maybe better balanced. This is a slightly different setup than I often use. But I was going to say, I haven't formalized this yet, but I'm just setting up kind of a. Oh, thank you both for confirming. Oh, closed captions, come on. Every time. I haven't formalized this yet, but I am going to be accepting Gurploid commissions. Yeah, I really like that high emote. Anyway, I will be accepting Gurploid commissions for a minimum of $20 donation to Trans Lifeline. So I'll track that officially through a campaign that I set up in Tiltify. If somebody else, donates separately and just sends me proof of their donation, that's also valid. But I'm recommending a $20 to $50 donation for a custom Gurploid, depending on your means. Obviously, Trans Lifeline is an incredibly wonderful organization doing great things. So anyway, I'm going to formally share that out soon. But in the meantime, I've got some more I've been wanting to work on, including, you might be familiar with Code Channel here. She's a lovely streamer. Great. Yeah, I love the beef bee. And then I got to incorporate this into my stream, but figure out some kind of ongoing tracker for overall money raised. Hello, Depths. I really like that emote too. It just looks like a chocolate chip cookie tumbling down a hill. Welcome in. Oh my god. That sloth is really wonderful too. So right now, okay, I'm just blabbing here. I'll throw a link in the chat. I'm currently shuffling my 2024 playlist, which is all of my monthly playlists from the year 2024 arranged chronologically. And basically I've been doing this since 2016, where anytime I hear a song that just really kind of grabs my ear, it could be a song I'm familiar with already, I just throw it in that monthly playlist, and it's kind of like an audio journal of the year. Also, hello, Nello. Always nice to see. Oh gosh, I forget. Is that Gleepy? I'm a little embarrassed. I can't always keep the name straight. Yeah, that is Gleepy. Okay. So anyway, I'm shuffling through my 2024 picks, which are kind of all over the place. So we'll see what shows up. Oh, I love the Cactuar as well. Anyway, without further ado, I don't know, let's just get rolling. I haven't drawn one of these in a little bit, so I might be a little rusty. Oh, that's already a little bit strange, but that's fine. The hair here is going to be pretty fun, I think. In fact, I'm going to bump this down just a little bit. And I've got a base layer for, the core Gurploid shape. And then I just kind of set up additional layers above for a lot of these details. Anyway, I'm getting warmed up here. Again, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. think I'll do this for a couple hours. Let's see if we can get through maybe two or three. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm really bad at keeping up with like actual new releases. So the vast majority of the music on here is not released in 2024. It's just music that I enjoyed during the year. And it's kind of nice to go back and listen through it because I can kind of remember, oh yeah, that album. If I don't know what to listen to, it's like a great fallback, I guess you could say. Let me scoot this over a little. Oh, did I put the wrong layer on? No, it's fine. Okay, it's actually this is the image that I think I need for hair reference. It's like a little bit more clear. Layer management, always fun. Okay. And where do the ears fall? They're pretty high up, I guess. Somewhere around here. Wait. Getting this kind of silhouette feels important. And like some of the hair is going to go behind and then some goes in front. I don't know. I'm going to take some liberties. I'm not sure on this track if this bass is actually a sample, but it sounds, I mean, it sounds uncannily like the great Paul Jackson, who played with Herbie Hancock, the Headhunters band. Okay, so we can get this line out of here. It's weird how rusty I feel. I haven't like drawn one of these in a bit. But it usually, I don't know, often they start off a little bit rough and then it starts to come together. The other question is what sort of mouth we want to do, but I'm just going to block in just generic eyes to start. Also, I guess I can't I can't exactly do a collar. Be weird to have a collar just on like this. No, I think that gets too weird. That's okay. Oh, I'm understanding better what I was missing here. I see. Oh man, this is a hell of a song. I will admit I've never actually watched Shaft in Africa, but I'm a big fan of the original Shaft. I can see I ended up with these awkward kind of tangents right in here. I'm gonna try to just weasel those out a little bit. Okay, honestly, I think we're gonna have to go big with the eyes. I'm gonna set up another layer for eyes. God, there are so many great drum breaks or just samples in general in this song. Oh shoot. Hello Murph. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, and welcome in. Okay, I'm already getting a little too precious with some of these lines. I think what I need to do is block in color next, but we'll just put in a base for the eyes here. I guess we need is it like a little bandage? I guess I never really realized that. It's like a little bandage on the nose. We'll come back to that. Let me get some base colors in here. I can already see that some of this stuff is going to need to be repositioned as well. And then I want kind of like a nice sort of mid-tone for the hair so that I can go both darker and lighter. I think this should work. Oh, this is a nice one too. If you're not familiar with Kamal Williams, excellent artist from the UK. I mean, this is like I forget what the original is. This is like an interpolation of an older tune. I'm gonna go back in and clean up the lines too. Just looking for places that I was like really obviously out of line. Or not quite in. Okay, now let's get a base value in here. Face value in here. I try to be pretty strict about the color palette, and like I'm not actually blending colors, at least with the brushes that I'm using for these drawings. And then we can start to block in. Oh yeah, actually at this point I'm going to switch back to my vintage tech pen. And I'm really not too precious about these lines. These are all going to get kind of updated and revisited as I continue. In fact, I think what I want to do is get some of the darker values in. That'll give us a nice sense of like the overall depth. It'll start to tell me like where things are missing, lacking. Whoops. Oh, this is a nice track too. Yeah, we're gonna be jumping around genre wise. Oh, hey Jam. Gauday to you. If anybody's a fan of Porcupine Tree and has not like gone back to listen to their earlier stuff from like the early mid 90s, I guess you could say, it's worth it. It's worth your time. This is a good example. Oh, there's even some highlights on the ears here. I'm just about done with like this first pass on the hair, I think. And then we'll add some depth in other places. And then I'll come back to it. Because I don't know. Anybody who's made art, you probably know there's so much value in just stepping away and coming back to something. Hey Ben, thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. I don't know, I should do this more. You know, the trick where you like flip it laterally or upside down or whatever. I get a little bit lazy, but it does make such a difference. I'll say most of these Gurploids I'm just doing in like one sitting. I'm not Sometimes I'll kind of leave it overnight and then I'll come back to it the next day. But yeah, I'll look back at some and I'll be like, oh, maybe I should have done that differently. I guess it actually does get pretty dark over here. I'm also like, I tend to be kind of afraid of going really dark with value, and that's something I'm always trying to challenge myself to, like, not be afraid of that. Now I'm just gonna borrow a little shade there. Oh, is that too dark? I think that's too dark. I think that's a little better. Actually, I gotta clean up these outlines too. But let me just get like a base shadow in here. Oops. I'm also, I don't know, I'm not that strict or accurate about the lighting, but I try to make it feel like slightly plausible. I do want to go back and, yeah, just sharpen up a few of these. It's very satisfying. Honestly, I feel like I should have done this before I started applying color, but that's okay. Do a little bit of back and forth where I like remove a little too much and then just replace it. And I've talked about this before, but I'm using, you know, the same brush for my eraser as I am for the brush. Thanks, Chris. I really, yeah, I want to do more of these drawing streams. It's been really fun. Just having an excuse to focus on a drawing for a bit. It's very nice. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just turn off the color for a moment. Then you can really see what a difference that makes. And like, not every single line has to be super sharp, but it really adds up. I kind of discovered this one when I was... Oh, hey, Higa. Welcome in. You might recognize this streamer when I zoom out. Yeah, artistic debt. Oh, God. I'm drawing Code Channel right now. Actually, okay, I could be mistaken. And if anybody's out there lurking, I mean, thank you for being here. I feel like all of the streamers that are in this chat right now might already be Gurploids. Maybe? Or rather, Gurploids have attempted a mimicry. And as I was saying earlier, I'm going to be opening up commissions for a minimum $20 donation to Trans Lifeline. More details to come very soon. Yeah, so I mean, I do get some questions about this, but for anybody who's not familiar with the Gurploid lore, they're a very unusual alien species that I discovered on a planet, an unnamed planet. And at first, I don't know, I kind of observed in the wild, they would just kind of mimic organic shapes. They would change colors, you know, seemingly depending on different environmental stimulus and their mood. And then I've got some in captivity. They're being very well treated. And I started showing them some streamers on Twitch. And that's when this all kind of started. All of a sudden, they started taking after, you know, these streamers. And so this is one that I just saw this guy the other day, this little lady. Yeah, basically, as they're exposed, what I'm learning is they're very sensitive to their environment. Oh, I didn't want that on that layer. Fascinating little creatures. Impressionable little fellas. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now where... I know that, like, by shaving down some of those lines, yeah, I've got some weirdness I need to clean up in the color layer. But yeah, they're very, very friendly. They're very social creatures. This is Code Channel. In fact... Wait, is it just Code Channel? Code Channel. Yeah, that's right. Code Channel's a wonderful streamer. She's a late night streamer, so depending on your time zone, you may not overlap. But Code is great. Highly recommend a follow. Also, it doesn't cost anything to follow, so you know. Okay. Let me just get refocused here. Do a quick pass on cleaning up these colors, and then I think I want to touch up the eyes before I come back to the hair. This is starting to take shape. Yeah, very comfy late night stream. Often, like when if I'm wrapping up my stream pretty late, Code is usually live. But yeah, I guess my hope is also that in the same way that exposing Gurploids to streamers might help to raise awareness, maybe it will introduce some of you to streamers you have not seen before. Oh, that's on the wrong layer. What layer is that on? Or is it? What did I do? Oh no, it's just something weird happened. Never mind. Yeah, there's something about those like quiet late night hours. I have just kind of a special affinity for it. I can't do it too often because it'll just wreck my my days. Oh, I hate. I still undo stuff accidentally more often than I would like. I know I could get a. I have a little glove. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's take a step back. Obviously, this bandage is a little bit strong right now. Let me just alpha lock this thing and just do this for at least for now. I gotta add the rosy blush. Hello, Galuda. Okay, let's block the eyes in. Exactly. Yeah, accidentally undoing stuff. It's like I've gotten pretty good at not triggering that by accident, but it happens. But hey, Galuda, I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I'm running kind of an older iPad also. Whoops. But it just happens. Anyway, I like to just block in the full eye like this. I can already see this is a little weird. Sure, I can work with this. And then I like to just alpha lock that layer. Oh yeah, and it'll go behind. And I don't know. I'm sure there are like much craftier, better ways to compose an eye. I kind of like having like a slightly impressionistic treatment to it, where I would almost rather have like sort of suggestions of the right shape. Oh yeah, I can do this. How's this gonna work? Yeah, Alpha Lock is so handy. I depend on it quite a lot. Okay, then I'll throw in another layer behind. If you look back at like the early Gurploids, the eyes were really just like dots, and I've since kind of softened. I think that the style needs to like adapt to the individual more than I was, you know, doing originally. So I think for some, depends on the design of the character. Okay, I can already see where I messed up some stuff. Let's go here. Let's try this again. The other thing is, these Gurploids are still learning how to imitate these people, so gives me, plausible deniability. They are overall, I think, getting better with some practice. Yeah. Go back to my white layer here. And like, I love to draw. I've been drawing, whatever, my whole life. But I've never been great at drawing faces. So this has been a great challenge. Oh yeah, listen to that steel drum solo. Akira Inoue is a great artist. Let's see, am I going to get it right? I don't know if it's this song. I'm going to queue up one. If it's not the right one, I'm going to find it real fast. I have a another playlist, which I will link here. For fans of Steely Dan, speaking of steely things. Oh no, this is the wrong one. This song, here we go. Yeah, I've got a playlist of songs that sound like Steely Dan, or have kind of that vibe to it. And this is definitely one of those. Okay, I'm going to take an airbrush. Just use their built-in like soft brush here and try to add a little air blush. Maybe I can go a little darker actually, and then just adjust it. It's a little strong. Yeah, that works okay. And then I'm going to... Oh, even hard light, it like barely appears. Okay, I'm just going to keep it simple. We'll just do normal and pull down the opacity a little bit. Oh man, I've actually never used a real life airbrush. They seem really fun, but yeah, I've heard that they're very difficult to work with. Shoot. Just I want to nudge it a little bit to the right. Just a little bit. No. Nope. There. I feel like this a smiling mouth is going to be more appropriate. Let's try a new one. Oh boy. Oh boy. This might be one of those draw it in two parts. Oh, that's real bad. Okay, hold on. What am I like I'm fundamentally missing something here. That's a little better. That's not better. I will happily take a suggestion. I definitely struggle with some of the subtleties of the mouth. Bring the corners of the mouth down when it opens. Okay, let's just start fresh here. Corners down. I'm like getting a little bit hung up on the exact shape of the mouth in my reference here, and that's definitely like thrown me off a little bit too. Oh, that's an interesting, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Thanks for that tip. I still have a lot to learn. I mean, we all do, but that's the fun of it. If you're not familiar, DJ Rels is actually one of Madlib's many pseudonyms. So if you're a fan of the great Madlib, this is him. Madlib, the Beat Conductor, Quasimodo. What are his other ones? He's got a whole bunch of names. Oh shit! Mad Lib's books, also good. um, hello, Adam. How come did it not play the raid alert? What the hell happened? That's so weird. I have all this. The stuff is running. The alerts should be here. What am I missing? Oh, you know, did I? That does not make any sense. But hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hey, everybody. I'm Gurt. I'm a space slug, and we're drawing some Gurploids today. How was your stream? You were playing more cave stuff today, right? I truly don't know why it would not have space slug. Also, hello, Sarzak. Welcome in. I realized I was not following you yet. Yeah, cave. Oh my god, playing like even a couple cave games seems like truly exhausting. I'm glad you survived. Also, what layer is this? This little white pixel. Is it here? Oh, it's because I'm alpha locked. Get out of there. Oh no, did my alerts break? Yeah, okay. This seems to be a Twitch alerts issue. Let's just take a quick moment to investigate what's going on. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, has anybody had Twitch alert issues lately? I wonder if it's because I... Twitch alerts? Hold on. Oh. Okay, let me try again.
Excellent! 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 Excellent!
Hopefully you're hearing that. Okay, that worked. I think it's embarrassingly because
Cool! Cool! Cool!
I had somehow muted that source in OBS. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I did that.
Marvelous! Marvelous!
Wonderful.
Okay, well, I think that's solved. User error. Can you just go ahead and raid me again so that we can hear it properly? Oh, there we go. That time I heard the stretch and hydrate. And actually, I think once we finish this one, we'll take a quick little break. I got to do some work on the hair now. Let's get back to that. But yeah, I don't know. There's probably a bunch of cave shmups I still haven't played. Let's just get a little... Actually, I'm going to make my own color. Oh, don't worry. I'm definitely going to play those. the Ibaraz. It's just a matter of time. Oh, I just noticed the earrings also. I totally missed that. I feel like a Gurploid is very capable of imitating jewelry. Yeah, and I'm taking some liberties with the like shading and stuff here. That's fine. Okay, 2 on each side. Set up a new layer for this. Okay. Whoa. This is what I'm talking about. I accidentally, trigger some weird stuff. Like there, I just accidentally undid my color selection. Okay, I'm gonna block them in this color so that I can just see them more clearly.
Bingo.
Oh, there we go. Thank you for the follow. That worked. Wow, how embarrassing. Borking my own alerts. But yeah, we're back. Oh my gosh. Now, now that I have this base shape blocked in here, I'll alpha lock that and we can add in highlights and shadows and whatnot. Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine. I'm just I'm kind of half joking. Okay, alpha lock, and then let's get some little metallic highlights in here. And then I'll do the inverse. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good one. Yeah, we've all done this. You forget to unmute your mic for a while. We've all been there. Look like little jelly beans right now. I see what I could do. I love those jelly beans. I've been trying to synthesize my own in a lab, but it's tough. Well, those sort of read like the correct sort of earrings, I think. Let's take a look at the hair. Let's do a little hair touch up. Oh, this brush is so tiny. Let's go up to like 8. No, 8's too big. 5. one thing I want to improve on is being more intentional about these like highlight shapes. Because I feel like that actually goes a long way. Without getting like hyper detailed, just making them feel a little more confident, I think is maybe the right word for it. Ooh, okay. I remember this song is from when I went down a 70s prog rabbit hole, which to be fair is like where I'm existing musically a lot of the time. But you know, you don't get bands that are named like Sky Whale anymore that sound like this. I say bring back Sky Whale. Oh, good luck with the trophy hunting. It sounds like you're very close to knocking out those. Okay, how much do I want to futz with these? Enough to add like some crisp little lines, suggestions of hairs. I feel like that's kind of lacking right now. You know, it is it literally called the Sky Whale in Link's Awakening? Did they take the name from this band? That would be amazing. I never really thought about it. Windfish, Sky Whale. Okay, yeah, gotcha. That's like one of those, you know, change it just enough that you don't get caught. So you heard it here first. Where are these guys based out of anyway? Sky Whale? I don't remember. Oh, UK, of course. I gotta say, it's quite a nice track. Not too noodly as far as prog stuff goes. Whereas that can be the sticking point for a lot of people. It goes like a little too far off the rails. Personally, I I love that shit when it gets all wacky and noodly, but you gotta be in the right mood for it. Okay, now I guess I can cut back in. Again, I'm always at the risk of just like overworking these areas, but I do want to just get these highlights feeling a little crisper, and I think this sort of goes a long way. And basically at the 1 hour mark, which means I'm due for a little stretch break anyway. I'm noticing like this area up here is a little bit neglected. Go back to this bandage layer. I'd like to at least give it a little... Oh, wait. That's not what I meant to do. I want to be on this layer. I feel like that's not the right color. Yeah, it's definitely not. Maybe it should actually be derivative of this. I think I could live with that, actually. I'm sure I'm going to notice other little things, but I think this is pretty close. I might do a little bit more off stream, but I'm going to call this one for now. Let's we'll do the finishing touch, which is always to crop and select a background color. And we'll take a quick break, and then I'll be back, and we'll do another one. I think I should have time to do one more. Let's see, what's going to be 850? No, too small. I think this is a 950 because of the hair. Yeah, good job, little Gurploid. Definitely not me. It's all credit to the Gurploids. Right about there. Oh, and this is a great group as well. Is this Yonin Bayashi, I think? Anyway, I feel like the background needs to be maybe in like a reddish, maybe a purple. I think more in the reddish range. In fact, there were some nice hues in my reference that I think would work. Yeah, somewhere around here. Let's see how that looks. Maybe somewhere around there. The other thing I like to do is let's take a look at the time lapse and see how this came together. It's like, oh, you can tell these guys listen to Pink Floyd. They bring their own thing to it. Oh, and then yeah, you can see how it just like it's almost like the image is loading in, adding that additional kind of resolution. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. There's code. Yeah, it's very Pink Floyd. This album rules though. Like, highly recommended. In fact, I'll just put a link. Again, I'm sorry I'm like, this is all Spotify. I'll like fully acknowledge Spotify sucks. But this music doesn't. For convenience, it's easy to use Spotify for these streams. Anyway, let's take a quick break. I'm gonna stretch. You can see how off the color correction is on my hand cam. How different those reds are. Yeah, don't worry about the color accuracy. But yeah, we'll just let this keep playing. We'll be back in about, I'm gonna say 4 minutes. No, I'm gonna say 3.5 minutes. If I can type. All right, we'll be right back. See you soon. Oh, I borked it. That's fine. We're gonna start it and fix this in the meantime. Too many scenes. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We want that. We want this. We want that. We want... Oh my goodness. There we go. We got it. See you soon. All right, welcome back. Yeah, as you can hear, this song is wild. This whole album is great. These guys, Yonin Bayashi, early 70s experimental prog from Japan. Very good stuff. Highly recommended. Also, welcome in Young Station. Thanks for keeping those baby numbers up. It'll be very interesting to see at the end of the year, how does the baby hold up? How does the baby stack up? Anyway, let's jump into another one here. You might recognize this individual, Swell Time G Pool. Another one with some big hair, actually, now that I think about it. And I guess I should point out, I also off stream, I didn't get to stream this one live. I did one for Depths recently, which was very fun to draw. Big shout out to Depths_VT. And I don't know. This is a little preview of the other ones I have queued up in no particular order. I have a long list. But yeah, let's get our base Gurploid shape in here. Each one is unique. And now let's get some of this big hair going. In fact, I'm gonna proactively oh wait. I'm gonna proactively give myself a little more room. Making selections in Procreate is kind of janky sometimes. I just want this. Okay, I'm gonna do the goggles on a separate layer. But I'm just kind of imagining where they're gonna sit right now. It'll be somewhere around here. And I like to sometimes put a little dot where it's like, here's my kind of target for this arc. Like same thing out here. It's like right about maybe here. And then it's just a matter of, connecting the dots. A little dot. Actually, this one might have been a little off. Not bad, actually. Oh, this is another group. Oh my god, if you want to see some great album covers, check out Birth Control, a German prog group from the 70s. I mean, their music is just good in general. Kind of reminiscent, not reminiscent, because they're contemporaries, similar to Gentle Giant in a lot of ways, musically, I think. Oh, how will this work? Some of this hair needs to go behind. Well, okay, it's going to be a little strange. We're taking liberties. And I feel like I've said this on stream before, but Gentle Giant, what a band. Gentle Giant and King Crimson, in my mind, are like the two greatest of all time prog groups. You just can't go wrong. Tunnel Rhino? Gentle Giant, Tunnel Rhino? But yeah, there's a birth control album. Oh, in the song. Maybe they said Tunnel Rhino. Yeah, actually, these lyrics are bonkers. Yeah, if you take a look at the lyrics for this song. But I was going to say, Birth Control, they have an album called Operation. Check out the album art for Operation by Birth Control. It's like a giant grasshopper, like eating babies. It's completely ridiculous. And it's like beautifully rendered. It's really good. It's extremely good. Okay, actually, I'm pretty happy with this hair also. Okay, goggles will be something like this. Right? It's so good. Like pretty much all of their album art is really good. It's like consistently really excellent and like weird and memorable, unique. This is true of Gentle Giant too. Okay, I gotta go a little smaller for the inset here. Okay, I like the smiling mouth with the fang. Oh yeah, this song has a very Gentle Giant sort of flavor to it. I'm not sure how I want to handle the eyes yet, but this doesn't feel right. I'm at least going to get them out on their own layer. Just all the proportions are a little strange right now. I think everything is just a little too low. What have I done? Yeah, this is this is definitely a little strange. Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Just having the white in the eyes might actually make a big difference. Let me just try that to block it in. I think maybe I have to go back to like a more detailed eye treatment. I also think once I get some color in here, it's gonna feel different. Even this bass, it's like, I feel like it should be... maybe more like here. And I'll redraw. Awkward tangent. Maybe I can work with this. All right, I guess we got another birth control song back to back. This is just shuffling right now, but I did go through like a bit of a birth control phase last year. The band, that is. Thanks. I'm gonna come back to the eyes too. I'm not like, it's not that I'm totally unhappy with them. They didn't immediately kind of snap into place, and that's fine. I went through a real birth control phase where I was just trying all sorts of different birth controls. But yeah, if you're a fan of 70s prog, I think Birth Control is one of those bands that like never really gets talked about. I think they deserve some attention, deserve a listen. If you like what you're hearing right now, I mean, that's all you need to know, really. Exactly. Talk to your kids about Birth Control and other 1970s German prog bands. It's called cultural literacy. I'm not going quite as like super sharp on these. I kind of want them to have a little bit of a softness. I feel like that seems more appropriate for the G-Pool style. Oh, way too big. It can't be prog without some organ. Okay, let's get some... Oh, what? Let's fix this first. And then let's get some base colors in here. Honestly, this almost sounds like Chicago a little bit. I think the coloring should go pretty quick. It's kind of nice. One of the reasons I wanted to do G-Pools next is like I can go with like very flat color and it's going to work well. I'll still add a little bit of shadow, a little depth. But you know, this is one of the ways that Gurploids adapt to their subject matter. This background is too much of a mid-tone. Need some contrast. Gotta add it with end the song with a little saxophone flourish. It's important. That's not the right thing. This should be this. Oh, this is another nice artist who I discovered this year, Osamu Kitajima. A nice blend of traditional Japanese sounds and like more experimental electronic. He specifically got an album from the 90s that is very interesting. Actually, this particular album is from 1976. And okay, I'm going to do a separate color layer for the goggles. I think it'll be a little easier to work this way. Okay, I'm going to fully admit it's a little tough for my eyes to differentiate the hair color from the goggle frames here due to a little bit of color blindness. But I'm just going to kind of roll with it. And then we need a little highlight. Oh wait, we want the other brush. Can't resist. I'm going to do a second highlight on the one side. Okay. Yeah, this is coming together pretty well, I think, overall. I'm going to try to redraw the eyes. But first, let's get the mouth. setup here. Oh, the tooth is a little farther over. Actually, I'll do it like this. There we go. Maybe a little too much. Well, yeah, we'll just shave that off a little bit. Just a little bit. Too much. This like effectively becomes, you know, pixel art at a certain resolution. Which is one of the reasons I like working with this brush, actually. Sometimes it's like, oh, that pixel is just either on or off. Okay. Oh, I do see a hint of some shadowing here. If I can borrow that. Maybe. Okay. Also, yeah, like I said, let's revisit the eyes. I think I'm going to just straight up try to redraw them from scratch. Oh wait, I want them more looking like head on, I think. And I'm curious. I'll put it on another layer. If I do add, I can't decide if it makes it better or if it's kind of like an unnecessary detail. It does kind of help, doesn't it? It helps to kind of ground the eyes like within the face. Also, wow, I cannot say enough good things about the great Soichi Terada you're hearing here. In fact, I'm going to queue up one of his latest. You might know him as the composer from Ape Escape. This is the Ape Escape 3 soundtrack. But also, he's just like an incredibly talented musician. He's been around since the early 90s. Okay, I'm going to try to beef up the eyes a little bit here. Let's see how that works. As some call it, ape escape. Yeah, if you have not listened to like any of his solo stuff, it's also extremely worth your time. It's just like really, really good stuff. Okay, let's do this, but carve out the hairs. Yeah, I think the other question is whether does it need the white? The answer is probably yes. But yeah, here's a recent single from Soichi Terada. Let's move this layer down to here. Damn, it really does. It just kind of brings it together, doesn't it? Even though the eyes, the way I drew them, they're like a little bit lumpy. Yeah, I've never owned an Ape Escape either. Maybe embarrassingly, I feel like the most I've played an Ape Escape game is actually in, what is it, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. They had like that special Ape Escape mode. But I have a lot of respect and admiration for the series. And this song as well. Oh, Snake Eater had it too, just like the bass. Oh no, now we're ending up with a little tangent here. God, I've said it before, but like just give me a 90s kind of piano house sound like this and I'm just like happy. Like I could just listen to this on loop probably all day. I guess now the question is, do I want additional shading? Maybe it's not necessary. Hey, Taker. Yeah, and it's like there's just a couple chords. You've got like this little voice sample, and that's kind of it. It's simple, but like so effective. Okay, let me just clean up a few of these little spots. Oh, I guess it's really just here. Usually I can see it if I turn off the background. Oh, there's one. Hmm. All right. I'm inclined to say that this Gurploid has been Gurped. Let's just borrow this little blue color. Oh, I was mentioning Osamu Kitajima earlier. This is that album from the 90s. I'm going to guess 900? It's a little cramped. I always just crop these in increments of 50 pixels. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot. It's so flaky about when it shows a color. It's like you have to yeah. It's a 950 kind of night. You have to like draw with the color and then open the color panel. Oh, and thanks for the follow. And then I can go back over here and it will show up in my history, but not before. It's silly Procreate things. Anyway, that blue is a little too electric. I like to soften it a little bit. Make it a little bit more muted. Yeah, that's a G-pool. Maybe right about there. I'm pretty happy with that color, I think. Once again, don't look at the camera display. I think the color accuracy is actually pretty good. Thanks. We had to get the fang in there. I'm realizing like a lot of VTubers have fangs. I mean, I'm no exception. And I think that's wonderful. Everybody should have a little fang. That's right, Adam. Where's Adam? Who needs a mouth? You don't need a mouth. Where's the sound come from? Who knows? Oh yeah, let me put these in chronological order. But yeah, there's G-Pool. This one was fun. I think I'm going to wrap up here for now, because I have some plans in a bit. But always fun. Again, we got through 2 of these. We got Code Channel here today. And we got G-Pool. I'm going to clean these up just a tiny bit before I post them up, but they'll be live soon. As always, you know, pop into the Discord if you'd like updates there. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to do more of these art streams. It's always a good time. And just, I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Let's see who's live that we can raid out to. Oh, that's great. Yeah, and 68K, I'm excited to see the new model and those updates. Oh, well, would it be too spot on? I think we've got to. G-Pool is live right now. So let's raid over there. Thank you. Oh yeah. I've got this set up for Plex Amp, not Spotify, but you can take my word for it. Ignore that empty box in the corner. Have a Gurt one, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna click the button. Where's the button? Oh, that's cool. The raid like disappeared. Does that ever happen to anybody? I've lost my raid button. I already have a raid in progress, and yet it won't show me where it is. Maybe I just have to wait for it to time out in this weird instance. But yeah, Thanks, everybody. Any second now. Oh, wait, there it goes. It's it reappeared after I refreshed the page. Okay, now I can click the button.